Okay, now it's time to obviously update our table. When we hit the update button and some checkboxes are selected, we need to remove all these records. So if is set, and we're looking for the post with the variable name update, which is the hidden field which we've added to our form. Then we also check if post update equals 1, because the value of this specific one was 1. Then we're going to first create the array, empty array called remove equals array. And we're going to collect all these checked values. So for each post as key equals value. And now we first need to explode our key, because our key has remove keyword, then underscore, and then the ID of the records. So explode, and we're going to be exploding using underscore, which was the concatenator in this case, and we put our key in. Now our key variable becomes an array, so we check if is array key and count key is more than 1. That means we have two values, because that's exactly what we're looking for. And now we check if key 0, which would be remove in this case, because obviously once we're using this divider, concatenator, once we've divided the remove underscore and ID of the record, then obviously the first record in the array, which is represented by the 0 index, will basically give us the name remove. If there are any other records which have different keywords, let's say or the underscore or, and the number or whatever else, then obviously that's not going to match this statement which I'm typing now, which is simply checking for remove. So if this one is true, then remove array, we're going to add the value, which is basically ID of the record. So this for each loop is going to collect all of the IDs we want to remove from a database. Now we check in. If isn't empty our remove array, then we're going to remove all these records. So again, we're going to use try and catch statement. Try, after this, catch with the exception. An exception will echo the same message. So there was a problem with the database. It doesn't necessarily is true, but just for the purpose of this specific exercise, we're not going to be echoing any specific errors, just this one to indicate that there was some problem with the statement or whatever. So object db equals new. Do you know, rather than typing all this, I'm just going to copy this stuff. It's going to be a bit quicker. Okay, that's all good. Now we go for the SQL statement. SQL statement this time, rather than selecting, will be delete from table books, where ID is in, then open bracket, semicolon after the double quotes, and we're going to implode them. Now all of the IDs inside of our remove array, so implode function, which basically glues all these records from the array using specific concatenator. In our case, it's going to be semicolon space. So we need to put as a second parameter our array, so remove. And then we continue with our statement, just closing brackets. So if ID is in this specific one of the IDs matches basically the ID, or if the ID of the record matches one of these inside of this in statement here, then obviously we want to remove it. And then we simply go for the statement equals object db query SQL, and then result equals statement execute. Okay, that seemed to be everything. So if we now go back to our browser, refresh it, select all of them, or maybe not all of them. I'm going to select just one to check for the first one. Click on update button. Hey, the record's gone. If I select two now, If I click on the update button, it did remove them. If I select all of them, hit update, hey, no records available. So that's everything in this tutorial. Any questions, give us a shout.